going on, everybody? What time of day is it? It's Sunday. It's time for the Giants game. The holiday season, well, the holiday season's not over. Christmas is over. We're all marching into the new year. It's all good. We got Jake from State Farm gonna start the game. I don't know. Is he starting? I forgot. I haven't been keeping up with the Giants. Haven't been keeping up with the Giants whatsoever. Don't know anything about the Giants today. Don't know anything about the game. Well, I know about the game. It's the Eagles game. That's the Eagles game at Philadelphia at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, we're going to play the Eagles. Oh, my goodness gracious. Is this season over yet? Is it really? Can we just end it now, please? And then I see the crap with Joe Judge. And Adam Schefter coming out and said, well, the Giants are going to be keeping Joe Judge, and the Giants are going to be allowing Joe Judge to come in and be part of the organization and determining what players people we should have. And we're going to take a look at the internal personnel to see if what is going on with the Giant organization and how we could change directions of the team. Maybe the problem is the head coach. It's like, okay, someone's convicted of arson. And then you turn around and say, you know what? He's an arsonist and he did a great job. Burn that building down. So let's bring him in here to fix our building. I mean, this is the shit you can't, this is the stuff you can't make up. How do you make this stuff up? Which then tells me that Kevin Abrams is probably going to be the general manager. Really? That's our internal thought process. What's going on, Mr. Jackson? Come on, Jake from State Farm. What's going on with Mr. Jackson? Zachary's, of course, in the room. We can be sad again. Woohoo. I know. We were so happy yesterday. We were so excited. Fun stuff happened. Hold on. He-Man in the house. He-Man in the mother blanking house. And I'm going to fix, sooner I get some tape, I'm putting He-Man right here. What do you think, He-Man? I think it's a great idea. People always say to me, all your characters have the same voice. Watch. Okay, here. It's not true. Listen. He-Man. I think it's a great idea. Baby Creed. I do too. See? Subtle differences. Kind of like Joe Judge and the Giants. It's a subtle difference between sucking and really sucking. Wait a minute. There's a subtle difference between sucking and really sucking.
That's what she said.
Sorry. I just missed that button.
That's what she said.
But you sit there and you go, I'm going to take Joe Judge, who's not shown any. The defense has regressed. The offense has regressed. Everybody on this basically team, except for outside of Andrew Thomas, Xavier McKinney, and maybe Azeez Ojulari, has regressed. But Joe Judge will save us all. Here I come to save the day. I'm Joe Judge. I ground this team into the ground and have another losing season. I'm probably only going to win 4 games. Ha ha. We got to pick a channel. Are we going to be a Cardinals channel? Are we going to be an Eagles channel? What kind of channel are we going to be? What's going on, James? Morning, Rue. Morning, Chris. Merry Christmas, everyone. And a happy new year. Who barbecued on Christmas? I know James and I barbecued. Who barbecued? I made some lasagna, threw some steaks on the grill. It was nice. It was a nice holiday. It was a nice holiday season. But then you come back to this crap. Joe Judge will save the day. And I love it because then they're like, what we're going to do is, this is what we're going to do. This is just Giants. This is what Mara's sitting in a room going, I'm so smart. I'm so smart. Watch this. We hired a head coach, no experience. He's been learning on the job for 2 years. Our quarterback is going into year 4, and we still have no idea about what he can be or what he can't be. We're going to have Joe Judge make a decision on the players and the coaches that he wants to bring in, even though he's brought in all the other coaches, except for Jason Garrett, who he fired, and except for Colombo, who he fired. And all he does is bring in his buddies and his failed former college head coaches. We have more coaches on this team. I think we're I can't remember, we're number 2 or I think we're second amount of coaches in the league. We got something like 28 coaches. You got 53 players. And we still can't figure shit out. And we are still one of the worst disciplined teams in the entire league with no advancement in reference in regards to cultivating our own talent. But we're going to bring Joe back. Yeah. Freaking awesome. Can we just go through this delusional crap of that Kevin Abrams doesn't have this job? Can we just give him the job? So I can be more pissed about something? It's the fact that the Giants are so stupid that they don't even look internally and say, there's the problem. But they're going to look at everything else but the two top positions in the organization in some regards. Your head coach and your quarterback. No. Can't be any of that. Can't be any of that. Tim must have eaten the fruit. He's pumped. No, been back in the gym, man. Testosterone's going crazy. And my wife did make sangria. I told the story, and I told it to a couple people, that my wife had sangria like 10:30 in the morning on Christmas Day. And she was talking to her family. And she forgot my name. She literally forgot my name. Forgot it. Flew right out of her head. It was husband. And I love it because someone said to me, well, at least she didn't call out the wrong name. Which is a pretty good point. We're an embarrassment. We are truly an embarrassment. We truly are. And like I said, I don't know if the Adam Schefter story is true. The Giants could make all these changes in the world. I like this one with Zach. Can we just become the bandwagon channel? I love it now because now everyone's a friggin' genius. You go on Twitter, you go everyone else. I told you Joe Judge sucked. Never would have hired him. You got to fire them all now. Where the hell were you the last 2 years? And then it's like, well, the last 2 years doesn't matter because we were fans. Now we're not fans. Now we're going to be realistic and honest. You know why I got on the radio? Because I say it like it is. Good or bad, indifferent. I look you in the eye and I tell you what I think. And if you don't like it, fine. But it's my opinion. And I don't waver from my opinion because I'm a man. You don't waver. You stick with your convictions. And the Giants are sticking with the convictions of stupidity. You just want to throw the headphones off and be like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I am just joking, people. January 18th. You'll be finding out some wonderful information. January 18th. I'm done. You know what I'm going to do for the next hour? I'm just going to sit here and play with my toys. It's Karate Kid. Crane kicking. I'm afraid, Mr. Miyagi. Okay to lose to opponent, but not to fear. Karate Kid 3. Your best karate is still inside you. Time to let out. I need to get to Mr. Miyagi, though. Mr. Miyagi was awesome. Woosah. Thank you for the super chat. All super chats go to the Philadelphia Children's House to give it to the kids. If the news is true, I won't be renewing season tickets next year. Thank you. Good for you. And I always love your icon. Been going to the Giant games for 30 years. American sell Abrams, Jones, and Judge. Can't sell it. He can't sell it. You can't sell it. You can't sell it. You cannot sell this. It's garbage. That's what this is. You could put perfume on garbage, but it's still garbage. Every Giant season ticket holder should just call up Mara personally. And I know people that have had season tickets since 77, since 76. I know people that have season tickets since they opened when it was the Meadowlands. And they don't want to renew their tickets. Why? Because this is worse than the 70s. And the stupidity is just getting worse. And to think that Joe Judge is your savior? He's a freaking special teams coach who's been learning on the job and not doing a very good job of learning on the job. And we all knew Daniel Jones was going to come back. We knew this. It wasn't like it was a big secret. I didn't think it was a big secret. Because the Giants don't have the balls as an organization to say, we made a mistake. They don't. They have no they have no intestinal fortitude. Just like the people that said, well, you can't change your coach every 2 years. And now they're turning around and saying, wait, no, you should change your coach now. I've seen that on Twitter all day long. Now these people are like, well, you change the coach. Wait, 4 months ago, you told me you couldn't change your coach every 2 years. JJ, I had a good Christmas. Hope you had a good Christmas. I had a great Christmas. I had a great Christmas. I don't waver. That's the difference, Zach. I don't waver. My opinion is my opinion. I might change my opinion because of the fact of new information, but I don't waver. I never waver. Never. What's going on, John? Thank you for the super chat. Super chat. Go to Phil Tip. Children's Hospital. Giants organization needs a Mr. Miyagi type. Had a good Christmas. Even better coming New Year. It's going to be a better New Year. It's going to be a fun New Year. It's going to be a great New Year because I just want this season to end. I want to watch the Knicks. I'm going to watch hockey because I know a lot about hockey. I know a lot about the hockey teams. I got to learn Canadian hockey. I guess all hockey is Canada. No, not all hockey is in Canada, but I got to learn hockey. I got to learn hockey. Are the Sabres still in Buffalo? I just love that. I told you that was the best part. They go to me. Do you know hockey? I'm like, oh, yeah. I know a lot about hockey. Skate around. I know you throw octopuses. I know a lot about hockey. As I'm sitting there going, NHL hockey for dummies. I do know hockey. I know the Rangers. Oh, my goodness gracious. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then the best thing is, Giants new promo, free hot dogs per season token. One free hot dog. One free hot dog. Have a hot dog. Have a hot dog. Have a Coke and a smile and shut the blank up. Eddie Murphy. Try not to curse because I get my videos getting flagged and stuff. People are still reporting my videos as hate speech and other things. That's good because I hate you too. What is Joe Judge? Joe Judge has regressed the most on this team. Yeah. You know what? That's a great point. I agree. You're right. You're right, Jay. I agree. I remember them playing at Yankee Stadium. Yeah. My father, God rest his soul, doesn't have to see this. You said what you still see him at Yankee Stadium. You used to hear the stories. God. I just wanna. But Tim can admit when he's wrong. I admit all the time when I'm wrong. And I will say it publicly all the time I am wrong. I'm right a lot. But when I'm wrong, I'll tell you I'm wrong. Just waver and claim they are always on one side. Zero apologies, zero integrity. I agree. I admit when I'm wrong. You always can admit when you're wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. But you know what? You're right. There's a difference. There's a difference between admitting when you're wrong and standing by what you believe in and standing by when your convictions, when the rest of the world is against you and you stand tall in front of the man and you say, I'm not changing my mind because I know I'm right. That's what the Giants need to do. They need to stand tall in front of the man. They need to look themselves in the mirror. They need to say, is this the right way that we're going? And the answer is no. And the answer is no. Mara needs to give up the team, but it isn't fit to be. I agree. He's going into Linda DeLaurey and James Dolan country. The DeLaurys destroyed the Mets in the 70s until they sold them to Doubleday. And James Dolan, I have to give James Dolan credit because of the fact that he has stepped aside a lot lately. He basically gave Phil Jackson the keys to the castle, and Phil Jackson he filled in the moat. He took away the drawbridge. I agree with you on everything except getting a quarterback next year. I think we should fix the line. It makes no sense to put Malik Willis in a bad situation. I'm not going to get into Malik Willis today because I'm going to be right about him. The problem is, here's my thing. You can't keep fixing the O-line in the draft. You can't keep wasting these first, second, third, fourth round picks on O-linemen unless you're changing your scouting department, unless you're figuring out what you're doing wrong. Then you can, then and only then can you make these changes. Thank you, Mr. Jackson. All super chats. Go to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. What hid JoJo's flaws last season? Defense. Did we overlook his flaws because our division was so bad and we had a chance to go to the playoffs? Yes, you're right. That you're 100% right. What's up, baby? You're 100% right. I will tell you what hid Joe Judge's flaws last year were on full display. We saw the mismanagement of the timeout. We understood the fact that he doesn't believe in momentum. We saw all the idiosyncrasies which have been magnified this season because we're even worse. Defense and a sucky division. And I love it because you got fans on Twitter that are like, we have to go beat the Eagles at home because what they did last year and they cost us the playoffs. You were a 6-10 team. You cost yourself the playoffs. The Eagles didn't cost you the playoffs. People are bashing Odell. People bashed Odell for crocodile arms and dogging it on plays. He at least was more productive than Kenny G isn't. I said this a million times, and I've said it again. I did not like the Odell Beckham trade, but I understood it. I understood from the Giant philosophy that they did not want their young quarterback to be subject to someone such as horror does Odell Beckham. I still have my Odell Beckham jersey. I still have my Odell Beckham making the catch autograph picture, and I'm going to hang that up when I get a chance. And he did dog it at times. He did some stupid things. Yes, he did have some alligator arms or crocodile arms. He did. He really did. He did. He didn't like going over the middle, especially towards the end of his Giant career. He did not like going over the middle. He was short arm it, and he wouldn't extend. But to your point, Saeed, you're right. He was more productive. I would rather have a dog in it Odell than Kenny. And I hated the Kenny sign. Hated the Kenny sign. Hated it. Hated. Said it was a $72 million waste. But just going back to just real quick, yes, his flaws were exemplified this season because we're so bad. And the problem is we're so bad because we have all these coaches. We preach all this discipline. We preach all these fundamentals, but we don't move forward ever. You got a couple of guys that you can say really progressed that were on this team last year. Now you got to look at it this way. On the team last year. Thank you, Glenn. After the season, I could truly see your channel growing. No, it's a problem. No, it's funny. We hit 7,000 the other day. Yikes. We gained like 600-700 people in like a week. The ticker's doing this. Who would win? I would win. No, I would. Sorry. I got a Robbie the Robot. I got toys for Christmas.
That's what she said.
Oh, but I got Robbie the Robot. I'm very excited about that. Not taking him out of the box. What's up, Vinny G? Vinny G is the problem. He's the one that sent you the message this morning. He's the one that got me fired up. Will Kenny G catch a touchdown pass this year? Well, the year is over. And do you mean this season or the year? Because the year is over in a couple days. You would hope he would. You would hope he plays well enough in Philadelphia. You hope he has some type of showing. Show me something, Bama. Show me something. What's up, Alex Sports? Hope you had yourself a great holiday. Hope you had yourself a wonderful holiday. Most wonderful time of the year. Anyone who says there is no quarterback in draft, all their sports infos from ESPN. We took a quarterback from Duke. From Duke. And then I love it because people are like, and I love it because that's people's logic on Twitter. That's their logic on Twitter. Well, you don't want to take a guy from Liberty, but, you took a guy from Duke. There's a difference between talent, I believe, in Malik Willis and Daniel Jones. There's a difference. There's a gleam. Not anymore. The gleam is dead. The gleam died. First 4 games was preseason for Joe Judge, so we were so they were preseason. He lost all his preseason games too. Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know what I want, guys. I don't know. I don't know anymore. If Dwayne Haskins, Drew Locks, and Jones were in the first round, and people don't think Malik Willis, Kevin Pickett, and Matt Carroll, they're silly. Yeah. I didn't like Dwayne Haskins. I think everyone knows my proclivity for not liking Dwayne Haskins. I'm not into taking a guy that was a 1-year starter. Never have been. Go back to the Kiwi Smith thing. I've never been into that. Never been into that. What's up, Jay? Hope you and your family. I had a Merry Christmas. I had a great Christmas. I had a wonderful Christmas, actually. I had a wonderful Christmas. And then I got to come back to the Giants. Then reality strikes. Then reality comes in. Oh, I love this, Zachary. Thank you for the super chat, Zachary. But Malik Willis is a project player. Twitter's first. And I've said this before. I don't take stock in anything. Honestly, when I give my draft analysis and all that crap, it's just my opinion. I'm not a professional. I'm not a prognosticator of the draft. It's what I feel. But then when I see like most of the draft boards, probably like 98% of them have Malik Willis going in the top 15, kind of think something's there. I see with my eyes. And when I see, and I tell people this all the time, especially with Malik Willis, because people are like, well, I watched this game and he didn't do that great. I said this, watch the player, not the game. Just singularly focus on Malik. Even on his bad plays, you a lot of times can find something good. Holy blank. Holy boop. Batman. We paid billions of dollars for a guy with no touchdowns. You know what's funny? We gave him, 72? You could have gave me 36, and I could still have no touchdowns. Think about it. I could be half the price and still not have a touchdown. Tim, should we press the panic button on the same problem as plagued us all last year and still there? I love it because Kemba Walker had a double-double. I mean, triple-double. And if you look at his statistical scoring, he only had 10 points. And he shot horrid. It was a nice win against Atlanta. I don't think I want to push the panic button yet. Coming close, but not yet. I want to see what happens when we get everyone completely out of COVID protocol. I'd like to see what happens then. It's the same issues. It really is. I mean, you spent all this money to fix the problem. And Evan, to me, it's just, I did a video about Evan and said that he was basically, in my mind, not an Allen Houston player, but he was an Allen Houston contract. Allen Houston got the big contract after he hit the big shot in the playoff series. And then we gave him the $100 million. Not a bad Nick. Not bashing Allen Houston, but the contract was a mistake for the amount that we gave him. And I said, I did a video about saying, I think Evan's kind of gone down that same, might not be a terrible signing, but the amount of money that you paid this guy was the mistake. Not time to put the panic button yet. Just yet. Do you remember how we reacted when we drafted DJ? Why didn't we just stick with our gut? I hate the DJ pick. I remember the DJ pick because I was like, and I've said this story before. I even said before, I said, day before the draft, there was the report came out that there's a team in the top 10 that is very high on Daniel Jones and may make the opportunity to select him. And I remember I sat there. I wasn't doing videos yet. I sat there and I said, "Oh my God, it's going to be the freaking Giants." And I don't want the. And I said, "It's going to be the Giants," because we have no guts, no guts, no glory. We have no courage. That's the problem. We have none, and I don't know why. I don't get it. I always think of what was it from? It was from it was a John Wayne movie. It was the Cowboys. It was called the Cowboys. And he defined courage. And you say, no, courage is being scared to death, but saddling up anyways. The Giants aren't saddling up. And they're to the point where it's almost like the fact that they're just like, the fans will come back. What if they don't? What if they don't come back? Damien, I mentioned to Tim the Giants should wear ski masks because they're straight robbing us on contracts. They should. They should. No one was offering Kenny G more than 13 to 14 million. Some of the Leonard Williams was giving anywhere 21 million. The idiots that would make we bid it, Wesley. We bid against ourselves. And I've said this before. Corey Davis set the market at 36 million with the Jets. Kenny comes into the Giants building, won't leave the building. At one point, they probably walked him to the door and said, well, hey, thanks, Kenny. He's like, no, I'm not going anywhere. Because why know why he wouldn't go anywhere? Because he got nowhere else to go. And the Giants were only stupid enough to pay a guy $72 million who is coming off a hit pointer, who they said in Detroit could have probably played through the injury, but he was worried about his contract. That's a team player. And I said at Leonard Williams. Leonard Williams didn't play for the Jets. Leonard Williams didn't play for the Giants. Leonard Williams plays for Leonard Williams. Rod Tidwell, paycheck player. That's what he is to me. I said, give him 11 million and that's it. Don't give him any more than 11. Because he's going to suck the soul out of the franchise. I don't want any of these Daniel Jones lovers to be surprised when he's awful again next year, like he's been back. That's, you know what, when play, that's going to be the thing. They're going to be like, oh, he's bad. Why? We didn't see this coming. There was only 3 years of this. We didn't see it. And I hope I'm wrong. I've said it a million times. I said, and that's why people are like, well, you hate Daniel Jones, you bash him. I said it a million times. I don't want to see the kid fail. Because if he fails, we're going to suck. I said the Giants could be in playoff contention if few things happen. If they have a top 20 offense and they have a top 5 defense, they could be in the playoff race. I said if they didn't have those things, they were going to win 6 to 7 games. And now my 6 to 7 games looks off. We could have waited until 2020. Why did we pull the trigger on Jones when we need glaring needs on this team? We could have found a stopgap quarterback. We could have taken Josh Allen, Dexter Lawrence, Leonard Williams, Zio Jalari, Parsons, Blake Martinez, Xavier McKinney, James Bradbury. I think I just named a top 5 defense that were all available for the Giants. Thoughts on all the rookies this year? All of them have plenty of awful size, but besides Mac Jones, should be confirmed about Trevor Lawrence, Fields, and Wilson. Miles has more touchdowns than 3 of them. I think the Trevor Lawrence thing was more of an Urban Meyer issue. I watch all the Trevor Lawrence games. I'm always interested in seeing Trevor Lawrence. When I got the dish. When you have your rookie quarterback thrown 50 times and you got Harrison, the running back, of course he was an undrafted free agent, still ran for over 1,000 yards. He set him up. Urban set him up to fail. Justin Fields is more of the fact that he's got to stay on the field more, but he's shown flashes of talent. Wilson shows flashes of talent as well. But the problem is he's raw. And I said when he came out of school, I wouldn't have drafted him. because of the fact that I thought he was going to be a project guy. I thought the only person that was going to be the most pro ready was going to be Fields. And Mac Jones, of course, is fitting into the system. It's not that he is playing stellar every game. He is just fitting into the system in New England. Belichick was smart. Belichick basically said, I'm going to go back to the early 2000s. I'm going to play great defense. And then I'm going to turn around. And then I'm going to have a game manager and a rookie quarterback. Happy Kwanzaa, everyone. What's up, Wesley the Carpenter? Mara provides, with age, comes wisdom and ignorance. You would think that he would have gotten something from Wellington. You would have thought the genes would have been there. Wellington had his, trust me, well, if you go back to the Annals of Giants history, Wellington had his problems. But Wellington was then smart enough after the miracle of the Meadowlands to make the decision to call Pete Rozelle and said, hey, is there a guy you can recommend? They didn't force the Giants to hire them. He said, is there a guy you can recommend that we can hire to straighten this organization out? And that's how we got George Young. So Wellington Mara at one point was like wearing Sergio Valente jeans. John Mara's got on mom jeans. That was pretty good analogy, huh? That was pretty good. It was pretty good, huh? Yeah, you guys didn't know where I was going with that one, did you? Wow, we are missing Tomlinson in the ring. We are missing Tomlinson. I said it. And then you pay Danny Shelton, who's out. Same and Nate Silder. So everyone that wants to see Matt's going to get their wish. I hope he does well. Danny Shelton and Austin Johnson, those two contracts, you could have had Dalvin Tomlinson. Why? I don't know. What's up, Alex Sports? Will never be fixed. The Giants will not be fixed for a while, at least until Mara stops. So Mara's never going to sell the team, and Mara's always going to be in charge of the Giants. But it's a train wreck. Teams shouldn't fire coach every 2 years anyways. Brown did the right thing by keeping Hugh Jackson after going 16 in the second season. You're right. Oh my God, Saeed, you're right. You're right. And you know what? I am so embarrassed because I should have had the button up well before I read that. Because normally what I try to do is I try to read ahead of time. So let's try that again. Teams shouldn't fire their head coach every 2 years. Browns did the right thing, kept Hugh Jackson after going 0-16 in the second season. That would have been better. See, that would have been better. I'm going to have an engineer to do all this stuff soon. Hoity-toity. Of course, he's not going to know how to work the buttons. See, this is the problem.
That's what she said.
I got the new soundboard, though. I haven't had a chance to. I got a new monitor, too, for Christmas. Got a nice big monitor my wife got me because I use these. I have this, like, cheap monitor. And I just would never buy myself anything. If it was a motorcycle related or something for my family, I'd never buy myself anything. Oh, what's up, Tyrone? How you doing, my friend? Merry Christmas. Thank you. Oh, Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. Why has Bradbury regressed so well? And Merry Christmas to you. I get the wrong button. Bradbury's regressed because of the fact that you're going to lose a step with age. I don't think he's gone that decline yet. But when you don't have a pass rush and you're being asked to hold on a few extra seconds, bad things are going to happen. But he has regressed. Frank, how you doing, my friend? I hope you and your family I had a great Christmas. I'm glad everyone's asking. I hope everyone else really had a great Christmas. I really do. We need to fire our scouts and trainers too. I've never seen a wide receiver group that's always hurt. I think a lot of that also is the fact that sometimes people are just injury prone. I said it before. I was injury prone. I was in God awful. I was hurt every week. For 10 years, I was hurt every week. From Pop Warner, high school to college, I was always hurt. Jacksonville is a joke. Robinson, thank you. Jacksonville is a joke. Lawrence could be great. I think Lawrence, if you watched him throw, he's got one of the nicest spirals and the nicest deep passes I have ever seen. And the way he's Dan Marino-esque, the way that flicks off his wrist. I haven't seen that in 25 years. The scuttlebutt is that we're keeping Joe. Yes, that's the scuttlebutt that we are keeping. That the Giants organization, opposing to Adam Schefter, that we are coming out and the Giants are keeping these two gentlemen. And Joe Judge is going to be more involved in reference to holding on to his staff and determining what staff he should have. Because all the guys he hired Worked out so well. I agree about Mac Jones. Well, I don't need to read that anymore then, because I know I was right. Just kidding. He's in a perfect situation. Genius head coach, great offensive line, great defense. His job is basically not to screw up and throw the ball 3 times. That's basically what they did with Tom Brady when they won the first Super Bowl. And Belichick is smart enough to figure out the formula and go back to it. What's up, Jeff? What's up? Oh, my God. But, guys, DJ's a Cutcliffe guy. Oh, my God. Josh Allen Davidson. Yeah, I just said that. Sergio Jeans. Sergio Valente. I just said that. Zay. That could be our defense. That could be our defense. We don't need a quarterback. You would have a top 2 defense, and I could play quarterback. And we would still win 12 games. They could wheel me out in a wheelchair, put me behind center, and we would still win 3-0. A lot of Giant fans may be mad at me by saying this, but I think Joe Judge is potentially to lead us to becoming competitive again. I'm not mad at you because it's your opinion. You can have that as your opinion, but what's your facts? And I'm not trying to be mean, and I'm not trying to be combative, and I'm not trying to be start an argument. But what are the facts? What are the facts that lead you to? And you type them in the text in the chat. What are your facts that believe that you? What have you seen in Joe Judge in the last 2 seasons that makes you think he has that potential? That's all I ask people. And the worst part is I ask people this question. You know what they tell me? Well, you're just negative. I may be negative, but I got a reason why I'm negative. I might be negative. That's fine. Tell me I'm negative. That's great. But I got a rationale why I'm negative. Sergio Valente. I knew James would get that. I think I'm going to break out my members only jacket. Oh my God. I think the track coach needs to go. He does, but he's not. Wilson needed to sit. I agree about this. Wilson needed to sign behind Flacco from the beginning. He could have been more sure of his throws. He is gunslinger-esque. He needs to tell it. Yeah, he does. And there's no. I know people say you need to win in your first 5 years of your rookie quarterback's deal. Actually, when he's taken second overall, so high up, you have to win in those first 5 years. There's nothing in the NFL playbook that says a quarterback can't sit for 10 games and watch. Sometimes the best learning process is sitting and watching. Mara is wearing La Sassoon, along with his gold digger jeans on Sunday. Oh, it was a good one, Tyrone. Oh, there's so many old people here, or older people here. I love it. My audience is, you could check your demographics. I think 18 to 24, I think it's like, I have 4% demographic, something crazy like that. And then 25 to 70 something, it's like 90 something. It's crazy. I have a much older audience. I have to become popular before they all die off. That's what I always tell people. People go to me, Tim, you haven't been reporting a lot of stuff in the last 6 months or so. You haven't been talking to sources and reporting things because all my sources are retiring. When I was there in the 2003 and stuff like that, they were already old. They're older now, so they're going away. They're not dying. They're just quitting. They're retiring. They're in their 70s now, some of these people, if not older. I'm not going to bother people. What's going on with this crap? Joe Judge needs time that this may come during it's not a sophomore slump. Coaches don't have sophomore slumps. Players have sophomore slumps. Your coach needs to progress. And we did a whole list of videos of all the coaches that had a terrible first season, but then showed Bill Parcells, 3-12-1, 9-7, 84 playoffs. Belichick actually went to the playoffs, I believe, in the second season. You have a lot of coaches that went up in wins. Jerry Jones, terrible Dallas team. I think won 7 games the next year. They went to the playoffs. We're not seeing any of that. That's the thing. Because firing our useless GM now and getting a head start would be smart, and the Giants haven't practiced smart in years. Oh, if they hire Abrams, man. If they hire Abrams. Yeah, McAdoo in some ways was right. He really was. McAdoo, if you look, I hated Benton. I hated him. I don't hate him personally. I hated him as a head coach. But then I think about, did I hate him as a head coach, or did I hate him more what he did to Eli Manning? But then I think about it more, did he actually do that to Eli Manning, or was that an organizational decision? Because I can't see you not going with the rookie quarterback over Geno Smith and then saying it's because we want to see the young quarterback. So I was probably wrong about that with Ben. It might not have been him. He did go 11-5 his first season. He did lose the locker room. But did he lose the locker room because he lost the faith in the players because of the fact that he made the Eli Manning decision, which was probably made by the head, above him in the organizational level? That's something you got to think about. If you truly love something, let it go. I should sell the team and benefits from you. I agree. He's not going to, though. They will hire Abrams and pray for the best. To those who think otherwise, stop torturing yourself. Oh, Tyrone, if they hire Abrams, you know what's going to happen? Twitter is going to explode. Not Twitter. YouTube will explode because I will go on here. And I will chat about this Kevin Abrams. He's put us in salary cap hell now twice in 10 years. And people are like, well, he doesn't run the day-to-day operations. He just oversees the entire cap. How stupid is that? Someone to say, how dumb is that? He just oversees it all. He doesn't run it. Okay. Oh my God. What's up, ECK Sports? I cannot believe we're going to keep Joke Judge. I can't believe it either. I can't believe it. And I can believe it because it's the Giants way. Here's going to be the Giants offseason. Hire Abrams, keep Judge, keep Jones. They've already said, the report is already going to keep Judge. The report is already going to keep Jones. And I see them hiring Abrams because what quality general manager is going to come in here and be told, okay, listen, you have a failed head coach going into his third season. You have a quarterback who we know nothing about basically going into year 4. You have no salary cap money, but you do have 2 top 10 picks, but we may not be able to afford one of those picks because we don't really have the salary cap money and the rookie pool is going to kill us. So we might trade down and try to get more assets. Holy crap. I want to work there. That's where I want to work. That's like going into a job interview and say, listen, you're going to have to work 60 hours a week. We're only going to pay you for 40. You don't get any vacation. You don't get any medical. And if you call out sick, you're fired. Who wouldn't want to work at that job? Who wouldn't want to work there? I want to start there tomorrow. And then you have Chris Canty coming out saying, well, we heard that the Giants, some candidates have turned down the Giants job because they don't want to keep Joe Judge. You all go back to the Kelvin Benjamin thing. I remember when Kelvin got released and everyone was like, well, that's just sour grapes because he got released. And then all the 3 other guys retired. And I sat there and I said, well, usually when there's smoke, there's fire. Usually fire, you keep getting the same. Now, I've always said this before. You cannot just take, yes, when someone's a disgruntled employee or just got left, yeah, you take it with a grain of salt. But when you got 4 guys retiring in camp and one of them basically coming out and saying Joe Judge is an ass, there's probably something there. And I love it. And I've said this before. Watch the Joe Judge rolling in the mud video. Hell, I'm one of the guys. I'm going to go do the fumbling drills and roll in this mud. Who had the hose? And I pointed this out after it happened. Who had the hose in that video? Dalvin Tomlinson. When Joe Judge was going for the football, Dalvin Tomlinson was shooting Joe Judge in the face. Joe Judge is a psychological guy. To me, that's very Freudian. And now, a year later, Dalvin Tomlinson's not on the team. Things that make you go, I'm going to work out today. I need to work out. He might have been right. And it's funny. I forgot about the Golden Tate comments. I forgot about that. How mad did Joe Judge get and the organization get when they perceived that Golden Tate showed up? Daniel Jones by extolling the virtues that he wanted the ball, saying he just caught a touchdown. He isn't being used. He's like, give me the ball. Come on, get me the ball. And this kind of goes back to the Odell thing. Maybe that is why they got rid of Odell. You can almost see the light bulbs going off, right? Ding! You can almost see the light bulbs going off. There were red flags all summer. There really were. We have scored more field goals than touchdowns this year. I hope the Giants win today. I do. I truly do. That's how much my hatred is for Philadelphia. But the thing is, if the Giants win today, you're gonna have everyone going, "Oh, see, I told you. Look at Joe Judge. He won the game." I've said this before. Daniel Jones could go 15 to 20 for 150 yards, a touchdown, and interception, and people are like, "Wow, he's progressing. He's really shown what he can do." I think this is what it is. This is what I think it is. It's the need for hope. We need, as an organization being bad this long, we need hope. We need to be hopeful about something. So we blow up anything that looks to be somewhat good. And we say, look what I told you. And in some ways, we're grasping at straws. We're grasping at straws. That's the problem. We are grasping at straws. And I think that's the biggest issue we have. We want something to be good. We want anything to be good. We want anything to make us feel good about this team and this organization, even when it's the smallest thing, and people look at us and basically laugh at us for saying that this is something good. Because if you go outside the giant bubble, teams laugh at us. I mean, I have a lot of friends that are fans other places. They laugh at us. Why? Because we take the most mundane and we try to blow it up to like, this is the greatest thing ever. It's like when, like I said, I don't do film review. I don't do film breakdowns. I don't, because and I'm not going to get into it, but there's too many nuances of why you shouldn't do a YouTuber and why anyone should not listen to anything any YouTuber or person on Twitter says who does not work for a professional organization in regards to film breakdown, because of the fact that they don't know everything that's going on behind the scenes. And we've gone through that. And a subscriber told me once, because he asked me why. Yeah, I didn't know, and I told him why. And he told me once, well, the problem is with film breakdown is they overhype the obvious. And that's what Giant fans do. We overhype things that normal organizations just do. That's what we do. We overhype it. No GM will want to come here if we keep judging Jones. Get ready for Kevin. Yeah, Kevin Abrams is coming. He's coming big time. I've been saying this for years. Way too many people gassing mediocrity. That's the thing. We want to win. And I don't think it's just a Giant thing. I think it's an internal sports thing. You want to win so bad. You want your team to be so good. You want your team to stand out above the rest. You want to make the playoffs. You want to see a properly run organization. You want to see a franchise that is a standout. So when something happens, even the littlest thing, you just overhype it to the extent that you look ridiculous. Because to a fan of a good team, of a well-run organization, they're like, well, that's a weekly thing. That's what we do every week. Jones has been out for weeks, but yeah, it's sad. The whole Jones thing is sad. And like I said, I hope the kid's okay. I always do that. Exactly. Like Isaiah Wilson. Where is he now? Oh, Isaiah Wilson. Oh my God, Isaiah Wilson. I did a video. I said if he sees the field by week 16, I'd be surprised. That guy had so many legal issues, got traded to Miami, Then they forgot to disclose to Miami that he was arrested a couple weeks before doing 157 or something, drunk. He was at a house party after the draft, jumped off the balcony to avoid the police. He's had so many run-ins with the law and substances and alcohol. It's not even funny. But he is going to be the savior of the offensive line because he played at Georgia. It's a reclamation project. I said this before about the Knicks. The Knicks used to always bring in these former high first-round draft choices. High of them. And they used to sit there and go, you know what we're going to do? We're going to fix him. We're going to turn around his career because we're the organization that can do that. And it never works out. Michael Beasley worked out for one season. But there's a lineage of guys that they were going to fix. And that was the Nick way. And I said that's kind of what the Giants do. I like this one. F winning. I just want my Pepsi. That's all. Oh my God. Actually, someone got it right the other day. Because I said it just reminds me of a song. So, no, Mom, I'm not on drugs. I just wanted a Pepsi. I just wanted a Pepsi. That's all I could think about when I saw that. So true. I know. I'm pontificating today. I am. F winning. I just want my Pepsi. I love that, though. I love it. And so nice. Had to do it twice.
That's what she said.
What is this? My friends, who was a Colt fan, told me the Giants will make the playoffs for 50 years. I don't think it's going to be 50 years. I think if you want to logically and assess this and break it down and look at it from a tactical standpoint in some regards, and you sit there and you're like, when could the Giants make the playoffs? Okay, you figure next year you're in salary cap hell. So you're probably not gonna make it in 2022. If Daniel Jones does not progress in year 4, you're probably going with a new quarterback in 2023. So unless you could figure something out, then you're not making the playoffs then, because then also your defense is getting older and you're gonna have to retool, even though you have cap space, even though we're still pushing the money in. So then you're looking maybe into 2024 before you see hopefully a progression. And I've said this before. I personally don't see the Giants making or even becoming more of a competitive team until 2025. Jones is so boring. I agree. I hope he plays well, but I'm not relying on a guy who's got more off-field problems than I did in his age. He has to call him up. Everyone's got COVID or the Omicron. I'm not crazy. Institutionalized. You're the one that's crazy. Institutionalized. Driving me crazy. Institutionalized. Thank you, Diet Ghost. No, Mom. I'm not on drugs. I'm just thinking. And all I wanted was a Pepsi. Jones is not exciting to watch at all. I can't watch this guy for another game. Can you please, somewhere in here, watch him instead? I'll play. I'll play. Tim, I got a Stafford and Herbert jersey for Christmas. Didn't want a Giant jersey because I know how long these guys will be on the team. Well, they have this thing now. If you get it through NFL.com or the NFL shop, NFLshop.com, I think it is. They have a number guarantee that you can change out the jersey. I don't know how long though. I didn't get anything Giants this year for Christmas. I always get something Giants related for Christmas. I didn't get anything Giants related. Nothing Giants related came in this house. It's not allowed. Giants fans will wander the desert for 30 years. Maybe Moses will come down. With the 10 commandments of the Giants being good. You know what I like about New Year's? And also on Easter. They play the 10 Commandments with Charlton Heston. Good movie. Plus, Charlton Heston was a pimp in that movie. With his first wife. At one point, he looks at him and goes, your eyes are as sharp as they are beautiful. I was like, damn, you're pimp, man. Get your little wingcloth thing going on. You know, pimp daddy. It was Suicidal Tendencies. Institutionalized 1983. Because I'm old. And everyone just gets one Pepsi. We need a new head coach. We need a new owner. We need a lot of things. And I've calmed down. I've calmed down now because I'm looking for a sound effect and I'm vamping as I can find my sound effect. And it's in bank number 5. 2, 3, 4, 5.
This town needs an enema.
Took me a while to find it. If the Giants pick up the option on Jones, I'm dead. They're not going to pick up the option. Jones, they would be stupid to pick up the option. Jones, because they have to do it in May. You can let him play through year 4 and then sign him or tag him in year 5. They're not going to do that. You know what's funny though? I shouldn't say that. I really shouldn't say that. Because Lord knows what the Giants will do. They might sign him to an extension. It was 1 medium Pepsi per account, not person. How that's what you know. It's funny. So I actually have a person that know that has a season ticket told me that it was per code, because they give you a code when you're a season ticket. So it was per code. They couldn't afford Coke. Has got their Pepsi. Pepsi's got their name all over that damn stadium. Yeah, the Giants better not pick up the option. They're not going to pick up the option. It's all going to be good. I know. I saw this. I saw like Cards not to it. I was just let's go Cardinals. I know. I'm beginning to think I'm the problem. No, the Giants were bad before I started doing YouTube. I'm thinking I'm an Eagle fan today. Let's go Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. I'm throwing the whammy on them. I'm throwing the hex on them. I still like Jets. Jets, Jets. Giants need a chant. Yes, I was rooting. Like I said, I'm an Eagle fan today, I think. Because I think I'm the one that did it. I'm rooting for Tampa now. I always root for Tampa, though. I like Tampa. You know, I have a connection with Tampa. I have a connection with Miami and Tampa. So I will always root for those two guys, for those two teams. Fly, Eagles, fly. This is a good one. The Chargers rebuild is essentially what our team could have looked like if we grabbed a good quarterback and grabbed good players. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're not wrong. Tim, that's me. I added that in there. Do you think we trade Barkley? I'm only trading if we can get a second or a quality edge. I am still not down with trading Barkley. I'm not. He's getting $8 million, and it's all guaranteed in his. It's all guaranteed, that 5th-year option. So I mean, I'm still not down unless something catastrophic happens. I'm not down to trading Barkley yet. Give me year 5. That's what I think. What did you just say? I said, "Fly, Eagles, fly." I don't remember the rest of the song. I'm gonna tell people this now. I've been to a lot of Eagle games. It's not that far away. MetLife is far away. And my friend's got box seats and he's got corporate suites. I go to Eagle games sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Careful, Tim. Someone will call you a fake Giant fan if you say, "Let's go Eagles." Screw them. I don't give a shit. Don't care. Kadarius Toney is finally playing. I'm a fake Giant fan. I'm not a real Giant fan. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm not a real Giant fan. Christy Entertainer says I'm not a real Giant fan because I'm honest. And then he goes, "You won't say my name, Christy Entertainer." There you go. Say your name. Don't give a shit. Don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. If the Eagles lose today, the fan base will lose it. They will be looking for a bridge to drive off of. I hope to God the Eagles lose today. I hate the Eagles. I hate the Eagles more than I hate Joe Judge. That's saying a lot. That's saying quite a bit. Killian, what's going on? What's up? We hope you had I had a wonderful Christmas, man. Looking forward to the game today. For some unknown reason, I guess it's because it's something new. We talked about this, Killian. You came a little late. We talked about it. It's something new. It's not that we think that Jake is going to be marvelous because he's got no arm strength. He's really got it. Drew Brees had a bad arm, but Jake's got a terrible arm. And Dallas showed the way. Just overload the box, confuse the kid and blitz. And Philadelphia's good at that. And Philadelphia's got a good interior rush. And with Howard back and the running backs, if I was Philadelphia, I wouldn't throw the ball once. I would do a New England and run the damn thing 4,758,000 times. Off tackle left, off tackle right, off tackle left, off tackle right, busted up the gut, play action. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Personally, that's what I would do. Our chant was defense. Haven't heard in years. Haven't heard defensive chant since the 90s. Even in the once we changed stadiums, and thank you for the people that sent me the seats. And we're going to have them on the show. They're not even a subscriber. They sent me 2 seats from the old Meadowlands, which I just finished building. They're on the other side of the wall there. I got to put them in my office. I haven't heard chants like that since the 90s. Fire. 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 Shut up, Beavis. Oh, I miss Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, it's a guaranteed. Just keep them. It's $8 million. It's all good. Tim, what about Giants playing Eagles flying in practice? Did they play that really? Or are you just being sarcastic? Because I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really followed the team all week. I really haven't. Who else isn't a real Giant fan? Who else isn't? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you're not a real Giant fan because you speak the truth and you're proud of it. Oh, my forearms are getting big again. I got a friend that runs a MAA gym not too far away. And he's like, why don't you come in and I'll teach you? It's like, no, I don't want to learn that. And he goes, you fight dirty anyway. So he goes, you don't need to learn that. He's like, you don't need to learn that from me. What do we got here from Tyrone? From is going to be the after Christmas miracle. He's going to put up numbers today. Watch how many annoy him to start over 2022. Oh my God. If he goes 10 for 30 for 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a fumble, he's better than Daniel Jones. And that's what you're going to see. We need to keep him for next year. I hope he lights it up. I really do. I hope he lights it up. Because I want to see the Eagles lose. I hate the Eagles. Oh my God. I do. And Joe Judge talks. I just hate the Eagles. I friggin' hate the Eagles. Washington, I hate. Someone asked me, where are your level of hatred for these teams? And I was thinking about this. The Cardinals. I put the whammy on the Cardinals. Great. You think about this. I hate Dallas. I hated Dallas more in the 80s with Danny White. And I did hate him in the 90s with Trey, but I hated him more in the 80s with Danny White. Because I hated Danny White. I'm probably one of the few Giant fans that actually got to see Roger Staubach play. Hated him back then too in the late 70s, early 80s too. But I've always really hated the Eagles. Vince Papale. It's always a good story. Vince Papale did the movie Invincible with Mark Wahlberg, guy that played in the World Football League, came in. They made a whole movie about him. He was the big special teams guy, and he's always, if you go to the club section in Philly, you go to your club section there. He's there as a kind of a greeter. He walks around and this and this. He got so mad at me a couple of years back because I kept calling him Rudy. Had my Giant gear on, and my friend was a huge Giant fan. I was a huge Eagle fan. He's taking pictures. I go, I want to take a picture of Rudy. So I would go, Rudy. Yeah, he's not a big fan of me. And then a couple of weeks later, we went back to the game, and he saw me, and he goes, and you're not going to get to take a picture with Rudy. So I was like, he was actually a nice guy. He was actually nice. All right, Saeed. Hope you have yourself a great day. Hope you have yourself a medium Coke. Get yourself a medium Coke. It's the medium Coke chant. Jose. Oh, Joey. I was looking at Jose's point. I'm saying Jose. I can't see it. Tim, what's up, Joey? How you doing, my friend? Tim, who do you see as our potential OC candidates? I'm worried about this position because if Joe Judge is going to have the internal influence, as Adam Schefter is saying, to help mold the staff, I have a feeling he's going to bring in one of his guys. And one of his guys is mainly a failed college head coach. That's been his MO. Bring in someone he knows. I don't want somebody from college. I would prefer a seasoned professional who has a track record of being an offensive coordinator. But honestly, Joey, I can't even tell you who the Giants would consider as a candidate. I couldn't even tell you, to be honest, because I don't know what their mindset is with this. I don't know. And you get worried because it could go so wrong. And the whole thing with Daniel Jones is he has no continuity. So you have Jason Garrett for 2 years. And I love it because Herbert, going back to college and his 2 years in the pros, had 5 offensive coordinators, 3 different ones in Oregon, 2 different ones in the pros. He doesn't seem to have a problem. I don't know, my friend. That's a great question, but I really don't know. Tim, what is the average IQ of Giant fans versus Eagle fans? Well, that's easy. Eagle fans are like let's see, Forrest Gump. Let's see, 70 is considered normal. Forrest Gump was just below 70. I think at 67, I think it was. I'm 142. Most people crack up because I've actually tested genius level on the IQ test. So there's got to be something wrong with that test. Did it multiple times in college because they thought I did something wrong. It's like, no. And I'm just like, no, I'm just really smart. So I would say Eagle fans compared to Giant fans. I'm not going to touch that question. Everyone has their own. I'm not going to touch that question. Not getting me into that one. I need Fromm to ball so it can expose the fact that all the offensive freaking lines wasn't. You know what the problem is? You're right. And it's going to be that way as well. You're right. And people are going to be like, oh, you did this. What's up, my friend? How you doing? Congrats on hitting 7K a little while ago. I hit 7K, I think Christmas. It was Christmas. 7,000. Is there nothing on television? I mean, seriously, is there nothing on TV? There's got to be nothing on TV. Because who the hell would want to watch me? There's not 7,000 people. I'm closing on 1.1 million views. But of course, if you watch on other channels, you're not going to get this. Greatest gift ever. He-Man. Greatest gift ever. I love it. What do you hate? I hate the Eagles, Cowboys, Washington teams, Chiefs, Packers. I don't hate the Chiefs. I do hate the Packers. I'm very indifferent about the Steelers, but I do hate. If you're going to my order, that would probably be my order of hatred. Eagles, Cowboys, Washington. That would be my order of hatred. What does it say? If you can rip your team and still walk at the house, reaping Giants gear and tune in every week, you're a real fan. It's the overly positive fans that you have to watch out for. I've been accused of not being a fan because I don't wear Giant paraphernalia on streams. I wanted today because honestly I was lazy. I was up very late last night. My hair is terrible. This is actually an old school Giant jersey with Tuck and Manning, and And Brandon Jacobs. It's from the 2007 season. I just threw it on. Just too tired. Couldn't find any clothes. Yes, Tony is expected to play today. And I'm kind of curious to see what Tony does against the defense of Philadelphia, against the Eagles. Kind of curious. Be nice to see him on the field. You draft him, you kind of want to see him play. Call me crazy. I don't think he's a bust. People are like, well, you hate him. I don't hate him. I just think there could have been a different direction, better players available at that position. But again, I understood that the need, you wanted the Giants to take Smith. And of course, the whole, how bad is that, man? How bad is that? We got screwed not only by the Eagles, but the Cowboys. The Eagles and the Cowboys colluded against us to screw us. I kind of guess we screwed ourselves on the Parsons thing. But they colluded against us to screw us. Hire Eric B for Chiefs to be the head coach and possible. I love the Jim Harbaugh hire. I say, you know what? I still say if he wins his national championship, it might not be with the Giants, but I think he will come back. I think he will come back into the NFL if he does that. I like the Bieniemy hire. I liked it above the Judge hire. I did a video that I would have hired him or Wink Martindale over the defense coordinator over with the Ravens over Joe Judge, but they didn't want to wait for Eric because of the fact that he was in the Super Bowl that year. So they didn't want to wait. So the Giants, and I understand that you want to get your head coach in as soon as possible. Oh, I like Judge is back, so we'll probably keep Kitchens in. I hope not. I like this one. They'll probably promote the equipment manager to OC. Yeah, they could. They could. I mean, is From actually starting? You need anything from Giant? Oh no, my wife is texting me. Mrs. Online Big Blue is texting me. Let's see here. No, we need guys. Okay, we need breadsticks. I need breadsticks. I made a lasagna yesterday. That was really good. I told I needed breadsticks. I don't know. I can't think of anything else. This is like real life, man. This is real life colliding with the Giant stream. Oh God, I was supposed to be on another stream. An Eagle stream at 11:30. Oh, well, I'm going for a little bit here. Oh, I got so many. Is Jake officially starting? This is why I come here. Why I come. He-Man. That's why I stay. But we're gonna have Karate Kid sound effects soon. Yeah. Like a kung fu movie, man. Anyone see the original Drunken Master with Jackie Chan back like in the early 80s? That was a great movie. That was a good movie. He could do the crane. It's a different type of crane. Oh my goodness. My goodness. I hope Jake gets his first touchdown. Okay. Not watching the Giants anymore. I'm going to watch it in the gym. I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to watch it there. But I'm not going to, and I'll watch, and I'll have it on the headphones. But it's been bad. It's been hard. It's been bad. It's just been bad. Or are you talking about the Knicks being bad? After DeMarcus Lawrence was subbed a kid of an autograph because the kid is wearing a Saquon Barkley jersey, the Giants became the most hated team. I don't agree with him snubbing the kid. I don't agree with that. But that was pretty badass, though. Think about it. That's pretty badass. It's badass on two regards. Or A, the kid doing that. And then, because DeMarcus was going to get crap for it. And he just, no, not doing it. How many quarters? I think we shouldn't go by quarters. I think we should go by minutes. We should do this like it's an NBA game. What's his minute count? What's his minute limit? 20 minutes. Oh, Tony does exist. Oh yeah, we drafted him. Forgot about that kid. Will Darius Slayton drop a pass today? I'm gonna say yes. Oh my God. The Bengals are also screwed us by grabbing Chase and giving us one less option. I wanted Waddle. if we went wide receiver. I wanted Smith and we went wide receiver. I knew I didn't think Chase was going to be there. I thought he was going to go higher. I wanted Smith. I liked Smith. I thought Smith had more of a what the Giants want to do with Kadarius Toney. I think they could have did that better with Smith. Of course, we'll never know. We'll never know. Kitchens is a really bad OC. Yeah, he's not a good OC. Gotta moderate another channel. Good luck. G-Men. Big time. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Appreciate your support. Hope you're moderating that channel even better. Beat the pigeons. Let the pigeons loose. We have no pigeons. Let's see here. Kevin Amons approached the GM. Fan base won't be happy at all. No, I won't be happy at all either. I'm not happy. I want to be happy. So Jake is starting according to Jordan. Okay. All right. I didn't know. I didn't know if he was actually starting. So let's talk about Jake. Let's talk about Jake for a moment here. Interesting quarterback coming out of Georgia. The issue coming out of Georgia was always the fact that he didn't have any arm strength. If you watched him run the 2-minute drill, you have to be impressed by that. The way he came out, the way he commanded his troops, the way he got everyone to the line. He did his pre-snap reads. He made his line adjustments. Things we haven't seen in 2 years with Daniel Jones. Snapped the ball. Looked, and I said this, he looked fluid in the pocket, looks good in the pocket, does not get flustered in the pocket. Because of his lack of his arm strength, his accuracy does go down quite exponentially in the pocket. It's kind of a Baker Mayfield thing. Watch Baker. If you saw Baker Mayfield play yesterday, I don't know if the torn labrum in his non-throwing shoulder is causing Baker to throw short, but Baker had a bad game with his accuracy and throwing the ball short. The problem is I think Jake is going to have those same issues, and I think that defensive backs are going to sit on the routes. And I think they're going to jump in with that type of arm. If you don't have the zip, especially if you're not throwing off your back foot, there's going to be more of an opportunity for the ball to come out slower and the ball to get to its destination at a slower time. And then your defensive back is basically going to jump the route. And what that means is they're going to jump in front of the ball. And I think that is going to be the biggest issue that he is going to have. And then I think Philadelphia, what they'll do is they'll tee off with an interior rush, try to roll him out of the pocket, and then force him to make some of those throws. If you watch the out he threw to Kenny, it almost looked like it took 12 and a half minutes for the ball to get there. And a good defensive back is going to jump that route. That's the only thing I'm thinking. Oh, David, thank you for the super chat. Of course, all super chats go to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. Hope you had a great Christmas. Better question. Will Fromm's pass even reach in order for him to drop it? It's a good question. And I'm not picking on the kid because he's got a weak arm. I'm not. It's just he just does. He just doesn't have that's, and people will say he fell to the 5th round because of the tweets, and that's a possibility as well. But there have been plenty of guys that have done stupid stuff that went higher, but because they had talent. And I think the issue is you're going to have to limit your playbook a little bit. And the good news is the Giants don't ever take shots deep. Evidently, we have an aversion to that. Throw the ball deep. No. Something bad might happen. They need to get the Kevin Gilbride philosophy. And I've said this before. Kevin Gilbride early in Eli Manning's career screwed up Eli Manning in some regards, because a lot of those interceptions was just because Kevin was like, rip it and grip it. Grip it and rip it. Grip it and rip it. Just go. Let it fly. You get an interception, you get an interception. We got a good defense. The Giants don't do that. They did a little bit more with Glenn, and the people are going to blame the offensive line. But if you watch the amount of time that Daniel Jones has in the pocket, there's times for wide receivers to get open. And if you're throwing just for a jump ball, you don't need to have the guy. You don't need to throw the guy open. Eli did it with Plexico. Plexico is a much better player than Kenny G is. Much better player. I love my watch. It's telling me you have to stand up. Much better player. But he was able to go and get the ball. But he was also able to gain separation. Kenny's not gaining separation. And to the point to Darius, and I know you're joking about that, but it's a great point. Is he going to have the strength to get the ball over to him? Is he going to have that strength? Is he going to have that ability to go deep? Is he going to lollipop his throw? And I always use the term lollipop because I use it about Dwayne Haskins a lot. Because Dwayne Haskins to me lollipops his throw. And what that means is the fact that, and this is an old term from the early 2000s back in the NFL. Especially if you sat in meeting rooms. You take it like the top of my head. See the top of my head there? Like lollipop. It's like it's very round. So what happens is when you lollipop the throw, you're basically just throwing it with a very high arc and hoping the receiver runs underneath it. The problem when you lollipop your throw, especially in inclement weather, especially with stadiums with a lot of wind, they have a tendency to go off track, and they also have a tendency to be more of an opportunity to get intercepted. And that's what I have a feeling that he is going to do with his passes, which to me is going to allow the defensive backs to get under a lot of these throws. Wait, did you say a Muppet arm? If Muppet arm Fromm can get 250 yards, 2 touchdowns on average last for the season, can we finally see if Jones is the problem? I was like, did you just call him a Muppet arm? I like that one, Muppet arm. Oh my God. Daniel Jones, 6 packs of Korean. In some ways, yeah. I like Muppet arm. I got to get a Muppet now. Who would be a Muppet arm? What Muppet would be a Muppet arm? Glennon is so bad they replaced him. Someone they plucked off the street recently. They did the same thing with what's his name? The kid in Washington, the one that beat us. Maybe there's something there. Still better than DJ. He might be. I don't know. He could potentially be. He could potentially. Oh, there's breaking news by Zach. If James Williams from the Alabama enters the draft, the Giants. I don't think he's going to enter the draft. Does he? Is he got? I thought he had one more year of eligibility. I mean, before he can enter the draft. I don't know. I thought he had one more year. I could be wrong. I don't know. I really don't know. Daniel Jones holds on. He does hold on the ball way too long. Way too long. I'm really hoping for a good showing. I'm hoping for a good showing from Jake too. I want the Giants to win. That's why I'm an Eagle fan. Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly really high and go win games for victory. Yeah, I probably should listen to the Eagles song once in a while. At this point, we think focus on the O-line in the offseason since they're doubling down on Danny Pennings. That's what I'm worried about, that they are. That's a great point. I am concerned that they were going to go the route of the O-linemen, and we have, outside of Andrew Thomas, we're not very astute at picking offensive linemen. Go back to, we haven't found a Jumbo Elliott. We haven't found a William Roberts. We haven't found even a, we haven't even found what's your name? Western Richburg. We haven't found anybody. I can't even talk. What's the breaking news? Breaking news. The Joe Giants judge said he's doing a rotational offensive lineman. This is a joke? I don't know. Figure it out. You can't keep rotational. You can't keep doing a rotational offensive lineman on this thing. You can't keep doing that. You can't. It's got to be a joke. It's got to be a joke. All right, guys. I got to go jump on this other stream real quick. It's what is this other stream? I promised these people I'd go over there an hour ago. We got to see. It's an Eagle stream. I can't find it. Hold on. It's live at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Like, follow, subs, online Big Blue. Watching live. Got a lot of weird people on the stream though. It's Bird 31, Eagle Bird 31. It's one of those. Just go find me. I don't know what the stream is. Hold on. What's the stream called? Hold on. I'm trying to find it. At least I'm not texting my wife. At least I'm not texting my wife information here. It's Birds Gang 31. You can follow that, guys. Bird Gang 31. Bird Gang 31. The Beard, the Pest, the Analyst. 2 others. I don't know if I want to even do this. He's a nice guy, though. All right, go to Birds. What did I say it was? Bird Gang 31. I'm going to type that in there. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, I got something here. DJ ranked 25th pressures, giant quarterbacks, doesn't rank top 25, most sacks quarterbacks. It's not the offensive line. You're right. You're right. Giants have a premier pass rusher. We have not had a premier pass rusher since JPP. And I used to like, it's JPP. Yeah, you know me. JPP, great guy. I like JPP. I always tell JPP is like one of my favorite Giants. Not just because of his last game against Washington, he gave me a stocking cap, which I have. I have in the other room. I'm going to display it all my stuff behind you. Oh my God. It's terrible. 25th pressured QB, doesn't rank top 25 in sacked quarterbacks. It's not the offensive line. I don't disagree. Do I want to do an Eagle stream or do I want to go work out? Or do I just want to sit here and play with He-Man?
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
So vulgar, He-Man. Oh, we'll do this. Bring in the Karate Kid instead. Oh my God! Anybody got any questions before I jump off? Anything? Any enlightenment before the game starts in an hour? Any enlightenment? Anything wonderful? I know James will have something wonderful. Dave Chappelle. Joe Judge is like Dave Chappelle. John's kid. Tearing my headphones off. My favorite Dave Chappelle skit. Well, I always speak. I'm Wayne Brady, bitch. I love that one. Then they kind of do the homage to Training Day when he makes him smoke and he goes, I didn't know you like to get wet. I was like, oh, a little Training Day going on there. Oh my goodness. He-Man's sword came off. I'm fixing He-Man's sword. These are things that you need to do on the stream. Where else can you go on the stream and find out what my wife is getting from the supermarket and watch me fix He-Man's sword? It's called life. This isn't going to translate well on the radio, though. I want people to tell you that. It's not going to translate well on the radio. Oh, we got some scores. All right, we'll do a couple scores here real quick. We're going to do score predictions. Somebody won. Where is Wakefield? Mike, is it Mike? Tim? I can't remember. Someone won the ring last week, and I've tried to find out where he is, but he has not come about and collected his ring. So I'm still going to his name is not Tim Wakefield. I can't think of his first name, but his last name is Wakefield according to his profile. If anyone knows him, tell me who won the ring. Is it Mike Wakefield? I think it's Tim Wakefield, the pitcher of from Boston. But he won the ring last week. So we're going to do the scores and we'll give away another ring. I got an extra one. I have a 2011 ring now. I don't have a 7 ring. I have 2011 ring. So we're going to give away a 2007 ring here. First score coming in. We got 28-21 from Jay. Oh, thank you, my friend. Also, Jets goes Phil. The Colts have 5 backup O linemen out there today. To all the last night, I should say all the genius of the O line. You realize, yes, you realize that would be the first 5th round line, right? I think it's coaching. And I've said this before, it's scheming and it's coaching. 100%. I have seen teams in the annals of my career going back to 76. And I have seen teams that just had horrible offensive lines or what you would perceive as horrible talent on the offensive line. And they played well together as a unit. Sometimes it's the cohesiveness of the unit greater than the talent. Ooh. Gave myself chills on that one. Joe Judge is clueless. Not talking the movie. Here we go. We got 30 of the 14 Eagles. We got 27-13 J-Man. We got 28-21 Eagles. They run it down our throats from Fromm. Looks good, but it's not enough. Ooh, I like that. Fromm looked good, but it was not enough. What else? We got any more scores? Come on, we need some scores here. We're going to give away the ring. If anyone knows a Mr. Chris, is it Chris Wakefield? I don't remember. I have to go back and look on the stream now. I wrote his name down and I lost it, and then Christmas happened, and I want to get him his ring. We got no scores. No scores for you. No scores. You got a score? Any score? Bueller? We're going to give it another minute here. What's up, Jay? Oh, we got Lou Vega coming in here. Have you ever had a season when the Giants haven't scored 30 points? Back in the 70s, I would say, yeah. Giants offense was so bad in the 70s. We went through a stretch of games in the 70s, and I can't remember the exact statistic, but I think we were shut out 4 out of 5 games. We got Lou Vega coming in saying that it's a little bit of Monica in my life. We got them coming in. Philly 17, Giants 3. Saquon Barkley has his first 100-yard game. I would like to see that. I would give you a prize if that happens. Just remind me. We got 19-13 Giants. Oh, there we go. What's Justin coming in here? We got 20-10 win over the Eagles. We got Christian Fernandez coming in saying 31 Shiggles. Oh, my God. Does anyone know what happened to Armando? Does anyone know who Armando is? I miss Armando. Hope he's doing well. He was having some issues. Oh, so if you know Armando, tell him, hey, Online Big Blue says, thumbs up, buddy. Thumbs up. What's up, James? Jake Fromm gets knocked down the second corner, and Turkey Knight comes in to save the day. Is Lewerke on the roster? Or are we not Lewerking it today? 27-24, German. I never know if I can take you seriously sometimes. Saquon is going to have his first 100-yard game. I think we already had that. Someone already called that one out first. Since 2019, we got the turkey neck. We got the turkey bowl. Could we call this the turkey bowl? Oh, my God, guys. All right. Got 1 more minute for the scores. I'm going to start the countdown timer. I'm going to start the countdown timer. Why do you have a button that says Charlie Brown? Oh, Joe Judge. Joe Judge. I laugh because I see buttons here and I don't write, because you can write down your things, your sound effects, but I don't write down what they say. Like, what is Rambo? I think I know what this was.
Don't push it. Don't push it. I'll give you a war you won't believe.
What is this one?
Welcome to the party, pal.
Oh, wait, we got Ricky Bobby, too.
That trademark not to use the outside tradition to Ricky Bobby.
Oh, my God. It's the Santa Bowl. Booker has 100 yards before Saquon. Ooh. If Booker has 100 yards today, Jay, I will give you something. I don't know what I have. I will go into the online blue magic bag and see what I have to give you. What do you think? I will give you something. You got 2 minutes before the scores. We got to get these scores in here, guys. 2 minutes. You can guess as many times as you want. I could see him getting revenged against the Bears by getting 100 yards for them. Yeah, I can see that too. We got Joey D coming in, 21-17 Giants. Kenny G gets his first touchdown. I could see that. We got 1 minute. Or does the clock go this way? That's counterclockwise. Kareem. 21-17. Oh, we got 2 21-17s. That means we would have 2 winners. Oh, no. Someone's home. How tall am I? Why does everyone want to know how tall I am? I am 6'1 3/4. If you go by my college height, I was 6'3". But I'm 6'1". I'm almost 6'2". 6'1 3/4. When you're 6'1 3/4, you know what you tell people? I'm 6'2". I'm 6'2". What, are you gonna send me a present? Send me something nice. I already got a He-Man doll. Oh, we got the Eagles coming in at 10-3. We also got the let's see, we got 24-17 Eagles by Kareem. Kareem, you could still have the 21-17. That's fine. Like I said, if we have 2 people at the same score, you both win, you both get a prize. That's all good. But you also now just re-entered your prize. So you just re-entered that prize. Don't forget, send me something nice. I'm gonna stick with 6'1 3/4 and 225. It was funny. Somebody met me at the New England preseason game. And it was fun because, it's weird when people meet you. That's like, I mean, like, I know, like, there's subscribers that I know that I talk to offline, but there's people that, just kind of, you just see and they meet you and they're like, and one guy's like, wow, you're bigger than I thought. It's like, how big do you think I was going to be? I mean, how small do you think I am? I tell you, I'm not a small man. He's like, wow, but you are really big. J Fed 40-30 Philly. All right, that's going to be the end of the score. J Fed's going to close out the score with the 40-13 Philadelphia Eagles. I don't like that score. Someone picked the Giants to win. Jay, I knew I could count on you. I knew I could count on you. 6-0. 6-0. What do we got here? We got 23-17 Giants. Saquon is 100 yards. Kenny Galladay with his first touchdown. Ooh, that is a bold prediction. People think I'm bold. That is a bold prediction, my friend. Bold. Let me see. Anything else going on here? Let's see here. Wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas because the Giants don't suck. Oh, my God. All right, guys. I'm going to check out of here. We ran a little long. That's not what she said. We ran a little long.
That's what she said.
All right. I'm going to go jump on this Eagles bird. What is this thing called again? Just for a couple minutes. It's where did he send me the link? It is Bird Gang 31. Find me at Bird Gang 31. Please show on your YouTube community. I'm going to go jump on this now, guys. Appreciate everyone stopping in. Appreciate everyone jumping by. What's up, Joe? Tim, that's me. Just on ESPN, the Giants are bringing back. Yeah, Joe, we talked about this. And I ranted about it for like the first hour. Big mistake. You're bringing back a guy that has shown nothing, has showed a regression of this team, shown nothing whatsoever. You're bringing back that guy. Why? It makes no sense. I'll probably rant about it again, Joe. I'll do a video. I'll do a video rant. I'll do all that fun stuff. That's okay. You missed it. You can go back and watch. It's literally like the first hour. It's literally like the first hour, Joe. It's okay, Joe. It's all good. I can't see what's in your picture. You look like you're in fatigues. You're in the military? Can't tell. Looks like you're in the military there via your picture. I can never tell. I don't have my glasses on. I don't wear my glasses because I don't want to look old. Maybe my face just makes me look old. It's Daniel Jones at the 5. That's not even the right button again. Yes, the Army. Are you currently serving, or are you, or have you been discharged? Are you a current member of the Army? Which classification? I have to wait now to see what Joe is currently serving. Retired. Okay. Marine family here. Didn't have the honor of serving. But we are a Marine family. But you're in the Army, so, let it slide. At least you're not in the Navy. You're in the Navy, so I just have to make fun of you. Just kidding. I respect everyone that served or is currently serving or has served. You learn that from being in a military family. Doesn't matter where you served or what you served, as long as you served. That's what my father used to say. But then he would go and make fun of people in the Navy. Hoorah! There you go. There you go. There you go. I always love it because some people ask, well, why are you asking that person that? I was like, well, because you need to know, you need to know what the classification is. You need to know. You need to know. My father used to taught me. My father taught me that a long time ago. So, if you're an 11B, that means you were in the infantry, if I remember correctly. I don't remember. Is 11B in the infantry? And that's usually 11B is also known as 11 Bravo. I remember that from my father, but I don't remember that is an infantry designation, but I don't remember what the 92M is. I do not remember that is. But I do remember 11B is infantry. Am I correct on that, Joe? Am I correct on that? Just curious. I would Google it, but that takes too much effort. Yes, sir. See, I got it right. All right. Now I have to Google 9211 now because I don't know what 92M is. 92M. I don't know what that is. 92M infantry. I don't know what that is. I forget what that classification is. Oh, you're a mortar. Okay. Mortar affairs specialist. See, I learned these things. See that? You learn a lot on this show. You learn about the military. You learn about the infantry. All right, guys. Mortar officer. Mortar affairs. There we go. I got it. I Googled that one. That one I had to Google. All right, guys, we're out here. Joe, you want to give a score? Did you give a score yet? What's your score for the Giant game? We have the 2011 Super Bowl ring this time. But what's your Giant game? You got a Giant game score if I close out? Because I will close out with you as the final score. Riding up on the rails on a crazy train. I don't know. I just felt like singing Ozzy. Merry Christmas. Bobby and Quan podcast. Merry Christmas, Bobby and Quan. We're just closing out. We got Joe Rev coming in at 22-6 Philadelphia. Bobby and Quan, you got a prediction for the Giant game before I close this out? We've already been rolling for an hour and 41 minutes. Of course, if you don't know, you give yourself a prediction of the game. You get the game right, you will win a 2011 Super Bowl replica ring by the New York Football Giants. And we got Joe Rev coming in here, 20-6. That it? No scores? No score, Bobby and Quan? There we go. We got 24-17 G. Oh, 24-17 G-Man. I like that. I like it. I want it. I want some more of it. All right, guys. It is Kwanzaa today. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Kwanzaa, everyone. Or Merry Kwanzaa? I don't know. I don't know if it's Happy Kwanzaa, Merry Kwanzaa. I don't remember. I don't know what the phrase would be, but, you know, Happy Kwanzaa to everyone. You got to light the candles. December 26th. It ends on the 1st. I know that. I know you have the candles. I know that. So I think honestly, it's the only thing I remember about Kwanzaa. But I like to wish everyone, like I said, we wish everyone a happy Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa, everyone. We got the Giants dropping in at 21-17. Giants, baby. We got Ryan Williams coming in. Giants 20-17, the Eagles. No more scores? I just want to make sure we get all the scores in because the other day someone said to me that I did not get all the scores in. And I want to make sure that if anyone that does want to get a score, I want to make sure that everyone has their opportunity to get their score in. Oops.
Live streaming can be tricky.
Live streaming can be tricky. So I just want to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to get their score in. Anyone? Bueller. All right, guys. I'm going to jump off real quick right here. Jump on to see if I can't get on the Bird Gang 20-31. Hope everyone has a great day. Oh, we got the last couple scores coming in. We got 15-12 Eagles. We got 17-10. So I'm going to jump on that real quick. So find me at Bird Gang 31. Jumping on there now. See everyone in a little bit. And hopefully we'll see you after the game and everyone shows. Let's hope for a Giant victory. All right, guys. See you in a little bit.